Music fans, I am back here for another Artist Spotlight video. This time version 2.0 for Nightwish. All right, so I had already made, maybe a year ago or more, an Artist Spotlight for Nightwish. But since then, I've gotten a lot more albums from them. I still do not have their entire discography. All right, I'm still missing those first two albums and I believe a couple of live DVDs or so. But anyway, the ones that I'm missing are the first two, which are Angels Fall First and Oceanborn. All right, those are the first two. But I do have the next one, which is Wishmaster. Here it is. All right, The Kinslayer, Wishmaster. There's a whole bunch of really great tracks here. Okay. And if you're getting into Nightwish, I really would suggest you start with these first three that I'm going to show. All right, this one, Wishmaster, or their next one, which I believe was their breakout album. Excuse me, which is Bless the Child. Right here, this one, End of All Hope, Death to the World, Slaying the Dreamer, Ocean Soul, a whole bunch of really great tracks that are still played live today. Right there, of course. Nightwish is a power metal band slash symphonic metal, where they employ an operatic singer. At least they did in these first albums. The beautiful Tarja Turunen, which I believe that's how you pronounce her name. All right, and she was not just one of those female fronted singer band, but it was a true operatic singer. She is a real trained opera singer, so that really gave a very special sound to Nightwish, one that I don't believe any other band had, because there are many female fronted bands and many more came after Nightwish hit it big, but none took it to that extreme of having an actual opera singer as their lead singer. And if you ever heard people sing opera live, it is just as extreme as far as vocals are concerned as anything like a death metal. I know that sounds a bit odd to say, but it does take a lot more force. Let's go continue here with an even bigger album, which is Once, and this would be the last album with Tarja. Okay, Dark Chest of Wonders, Wish I Had an Angel, Nemo, The Siren, whole bunch of really great tracks here. And if you had to really go into Nightwish, I would suggest you any of these three, but especially this one, I believe. Okay, great album, Once, and this would be her last studio album with the band. Though not her last album, because that would be this live album, which is End of an Era. This is a 2 CD live set, okay, which has pretty much all of their hits up until now. Okay, this is End of an Era, which also had companion DVD, which I have right here. Which, apart from all the set list here, it also has a 55-minute documentary right here called A Day Before Tomorrow. There we go. And if you want just the greatest hits, from that era, from their first era, shall we say, you could get this one, which is Highest Hopes, The Best of Nightwish. It's got 16 tracks here. There's also from that era this documentary called The End of Innocence. All right, there is some live footage here, but it's mostly interviews and documentary material. Yeah. And then Tarja left the band, or rather, she was fired. Because apparently she was being too much of a diva. Okay, and she was replaced by the beautiful Annette Olsen, who was there for 2 albums, the first of which is Dark Passion Play. Here we go. Really great album. Very heavy album. hers was not an operatic voice, though she could go there. Hers was more of a mid-range hard rock style. Not a rough voice. She still had a clear vocals, but she just didn't go into that operatic range. More like a really good pop singer, one would say. Okay, great album here, Dark Passion Play. And there's a couple of live DVDs I have here. Here, this one is the Rock Worcester Festival 2008 that has very poor video quality. Sound quality is okay, but the video quality is really, really bad. It's like a really low-level YouTube video or something. So making me think if this was a actual official release or not. But anyway, what is an official release, and I just recently got this one last week, and it's fantastic. This one, made in Hong Kong and various other places. Also, live album featuring Annette Olsen, live DVD as is this one. And this one is a CD and a DVD set. All right. And I got this one straight from their official store, which is in Finland. All right. So I got this one and another one that I'm going to show from Finland. And what I forgot about the DVDs that are from Europe are that they are in a different format called PAL, which over here on the American continent, I live in Mexico, and also if you live in the United States or Canada, it's the same thing. You have to have your DVDs in the NTSC format. I'm not talking about the region, because this is a region 0. I'm talking about the video format. So my video player, the one I have right now, actually does not play this, even though I do believe I have one stored away that does play these PAL videos. And I also think I can also play this on my computer. But anyway, it's not the DVD is not the live album. It just has some music videos and the documentary, which can be easily seen also on YouTube. But anyway, the live album here, there's a track listing, is really, really great. This is a really heavy performance. And it may be, maybe because I just got it and I'm listening to it, my favorite Nightwish live album, even though it's only a 1 CD set. Okay, so it's made in Hong Kong and in various other places. Direct from Finland, as is this next one, which is their next studio album, which was Imaginarium. Okay, got this one also from that official store in Finland. Also a 2 CD set. This is a studio album, of course, but a CD 2 is only the instrumental version of CD 1. And this is a really, really great album. A lot of fantastic vocal performance right there from Annette Olsen. And this would be her last studio album with the band. She only was there for 2 albums and those live DVDs. Okay. The disc ends with Imaginarium, which is a completely symphonic piece. Completely instrumental, and it does not have any of the no drums or guitar or anything like that. But the rest of the album does, of course, and it's a pretty heavy album. Regarding the Annette Olsen era, we finish it up here with Live at Montreux. There she is. Okay. Short set list, as are most of the Montreux concerts. And then she would be replaced by the incredible Floor Jansen. Okay. And who is kind of like the best of all worlds. She can do the operatic vocals, she can do the hard rock vocals, she can do the more mid-range pop vocals, okay? So here we have this live album called the Showtime Storytime 2 CD set. There's also a DVD of this, but I don't have it. Still have to get to that. Okay. Fantastic performance right there by Floor. And then came her first studio album, which is Endless Forms Most Beautiful. This one is also a 2 CD set, and also the second CD would be the instrumental version of it. There is not a single Nightwish album that I don't like. I don't think well, I can assure you they have never produced a bad album. Any one of these you pick up are fantastic. Second CD, like I said, is just the instrumental version. And now here we have possibly my fanciest Nightwish album, which is Decades, live in Buenos Aires. All right, that would be Buenos Aires, Argentina, right here right down in South America. Okay, fantastic set list. Let me just give you a close up of that. All right, and it is the 2 CD and DVD set, rather Blu Ray set, 2 CD and Blu Ray set. Okay, and even though I would have preferred trays instead of those little slots, which supposedly sometimes damage the discs, but I've never actually had any problems, even though I do complain about that too. It's got the booklet right there, which is all color throughout, really great photos. There we have the guitarist, and of course the leader and the main songwriter for Nightwish right there, the keyboardist, who is, I'm just gonna go try to give pronounce the names here of all the members. We have Flor Jansen on vocals, Marco Yetala on bass and vocals. Also, just one thing I forgot to mention, in that in Nightwish, they do have a second vocalist, who is the bass player, Marco, who he's got quite a bit of a long pedigree in heavy metal. He was also on a band called Tarot, which is a really good band. Even I don't have any albums from them, but I really do want to get albums from that band because it's a really great metal band. Well, anyway, he's a great vocalist, and he does some supporting vocals on most songs, backup vocals and some lead vocals in sections of entire songs. Okay, so then we have on guitars Empu Vuorinen, sorry about that, and keyboardist, the leader, with his Tuomas Holopainen, and rounding it out on several instruments, guitars, vocals, the winds like pipes, are Troy Donockley. Okay, so we have 6 members of the band. Decades, live in Buenos Aires. This is the companion piece to their greatest hits compilation called simply Decades, which I don't have. All right, which is to me that one would be a bit pointless because I do have all of those songs on other discs. All right, really recommend this one. And we now go with their, as of the making of this video, their latest studio album, which is Human to Nature. This one is particular a 3 CD set. Disc 1 is shall we say, the Nightwish version of the album, because that's where you have the vocals on the entire band. And disc 2 is it's not just the instrumental version, which is included on disc 3. Disc 3 is the instrumental version of disc 1, but disc 2 is an entirely separate symphonic piece. So it's almost like it's not a Nightwish piece because none of the members appear on it. There's no guitar, drums, or bass. It's just a purely classical music. Excuse me. All right. But disc 1 is really great. It's not as heavy as some of the later ones. Some of the previous ones. But still very good. But it still has its heavy moments, all right? But it's possibly, as regarding to compositions, this is like their most mature album and most well-produced album. Okay, Human to Nature. That is their latest studio album as of the making of this video. Okay, well, that does it here for my Nightwish collection. Like I said, I still have a few things that I need to fill out the collection. Some live DVDs, the live DVD of for Imaginarium, which is a concept album, all right, and also the live DVD for Showtime Storytime, as well as those first two studio albums, all right. I hope that when I make version 3.0 for Nightwish, I will have everything. For now, thank you very much for watching, and so long.